We all know the feeling, that moment when we realize we can't trust someone just because of how they look or what they say. You've probably been there. Someone seems friendly, they smile, they say all the right things, and yet over time, something doesn't sit right. Why is that? Well, it's because how people appear and how they act toward us, there's almost always a reason behind it. In other words, everyone has an agenda, even if we can't see it right away. Think about the way we connect with people. We tend to judge them by their words, by their smiles, by their confidence, but what we often forget is that every person we meet has a backstory. A motivation we can't see at first glance. Sometimes it's ambition, other times it's fear, sometimes it's just plain convenience. When we stop paying attention to these subtle forces, we realize that no relationship, no interaction is as random or innocent as it might seem. It's a tough truth, but it's important. Every single person in our life is there for some reason. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't all cynical. It doesn't mean everyone is out to deceive us or use us. But if we're honest, we'll see that most interactions are transactional. People help us, talk to us, or even hurt us because something is motivating them beneath the surface. And once we start recognizing that, we gain a kind of power. The power to choose who we trust, who we invest our time in, and who we let into our world. When we only rely on what people say on the surface, we miss something deeper. The real truth often reveals itself in moments of quiet. Those late nights when you talk to someone when the world is asleep. It's not the grand speeches or the public gestures that reveal a person's heart. It's the small, unguarded moments when no one is watching, but we let down our guard. So here's the hidden lesson. We have to be more like secret agents in our own lives. Observant, curious, always paying attention. Not paranoid, no, not at all. But with our eyes open. We can't afford to be naive. If we want deeper connections, if we want to protect ourselves from disappointment, we have to look beyond the surface. And this is why it matters, because trust is the foundation of every healthy relationship, whether it's with friends, family, partners, or even strangers we meet along the way. If we trust blindly, we risk being hurt. But if we stay curious, if we stay open yet alert, we create space for real, authentic trust to grow. And that's a kind of trust that can weather any storm. Let's dive a bit deeper now. Once we realize that everyone we meet has a hidden motivation, it opens up a whole new way of seeing the world, and it can be empowering. Psychology teaches us that we all wear masks, consciously or unconsciously. We present a version of ourselves that we think others will accept, or that will get us what we want. And as we pick up on these patterns, we realize that trust isn't something we just give away, it's something we build by looking beneath the surface. Now, from a philosophical perspective, this is about what it means to live authentically. The ancient Greek philosophers talked about a concept called know thyself. And that's not just a cliche, it's a call to become aware of our own motives, so we're not just at the mercy of others. When we know ourselves, we don't get swept up by every charm or flattery. Instead, we ask better questions, we set clearer boundaries, and we seek out deeper understanding. And it's not about being cold or distant, far from it. In fact, this kind of awareness lets us form bonds that are more genuine. When we don't rush to trust, but we also don't shut people out, we create space for real connection, and that's where the beauty lies. Because when trust grows slowly, it's often stronger, more resilient. It can stand up to life's inevitable surprises. If we overthink every glance, every word, we run the danger of isolating ourselves. Not every person has a hidden agenda. Sometimes people are just being themselves, and our job is to balance skepticism with openness. We don't have to trust everyone instantly, but we also can't let suspicion keep us from genuine joy. It's a delicate dance between staying aware and staying open. So what does all of this mean for us going forward? First, it means we have to be a bit more mindful. Take a breath before you fully trust someone. Reflect on why you feel drawn to them. Are they giving without expectation? Are they sharing openly? Or do you sense a hidden motive? And when you see someone late at night, when the world quiets down, let those small moments guide you. That's when real wisdom whispers to us, if we're willing to listen.